All right, guys. We had this cafe. Just arrived in Chiang Mai this morning with a sleeper train. Impromptu named, I think, because I didn't sleep much. But just wanted to let you guys know about my trading strategy that I've been using to generate profits whilst the crypto market. So I'm mostly looking at crypto. I just wanted to let you know about the trading strategy I've been using to generate profits whilst the markets aren't doing that much, because that's key. Everybody can make money in a bull market. Can you make money the other 70% of the time when the market's not rising or falling, it's just doing nothing? Can you make money then? That's what I've been focusing on. So, to tell you a little bit about myself, despite my current look, sort of wild hair looking kind of hippie guy, I actually do have an MSc degree in engineering from Imperial College London. I wrote my thesis on Bitcoin, and I've been working as a quant in an investment bank in London for the past 7 years. So, long story short, pretty good at math, pretty good at coding. So, what I started doing a while back is I started building my own infrastructure. I had this dream. The dream was I can have a wild idea while I'm asleep, and I'll wake up one morning and I'll have my own infrastructure ready to go that's been made conveniently so that I can test my idea quickly. Just like write a bit of text like, this is my idea, my trading idea, tell me if it's profitable. Snap my fingers, boom, I have my answer. Trade it or don't trade it. That was a big dream. I kind of did make it there though. I made it 75% of the way there, let's just put it that way. Because if you want to build something that can test any idea, you have to make it crazy generic. And then most of your ideas will have to be codified. They'll have to be put into math formulas or code that can be executed by a computer. Now, in order to do that, you need to have all the indicators available and all the math sort of formulas and indicators available for you to be able to take that formula and put it into a code. But so what you need to have is you need to have every possible indicator available and some, and more. And there's hundreds of them. And then you have to think about what's like, how do I put this? What are the handful that you're gonna keep using again and again, like the close prices, the option prices, the RSI, MA, stuff like that. So no, I didn't implement 100 indicators, but I built an engine that's generic, where you can, if you want a new indicator, you can just pay someone on Fiverr or some coder in China or somewhere else to just build that simple indicator for you. Put in the engine, you're good to go. So yeah, that's why it is. So guys, the thing about trading is anybody can make money in a bull market. Any idiot can just buy some coins and like get lucky. But are you making money the other 70% of the time when nothing's happening? So aside from building my sort of generic backtesting engine, my dream of just like quick answer to any crazy thought that I have, I was basically building an AI for trading only, kind of. Just like I wanted to have something like Grok is doing that right now. You can go on Grok, ask it a question verbally. How quick is that? And you'll just give your answer verbally. How quick is that? That's the level of pipeline I had in mind for my own backtesting engine. I just wanted it to be so quick, like idea, answer, for trading only. And so I built that. But the other thing I built was a very specific model, a very specific tailored backtesting strategy that isn't generic at all. It's very specific, and it's specifically made to take advantage of volatility in the crypto, which, as we probably all know, crypto's known for volatility. Why wouldn't you want to profit off of that? It's the one thing that's almost guaranteed. Nothing's ever guaranteed in trading, but if there's one thing that's almost as good as guaranteed in crypto, it's that it's volatile. Still, we don't know for how much longer, but right now it still is. And volatility is opportunity. So therefore, let's use it. Let's use it as an engine. So that's what I've done. And that strategy is the main thing I've been trading, actually. The generic backtesting engine, while it still exists, still have it. It's ready to go right now. I can use it. But I've already found my edge with this volatility strategy. So what I've done instead, I'm actually using this backtesting strategy to use like simple moving averages and like breakouts and stuff for uptrending markets. So I use that for uptrending markets, and then I use the bespoke option, the bespoke volatility strategy for sideways trading markets. And that covers me for 2 out of 3 cases. If there's a falling market, if we're in a bear market, I mean, yeah, I'm staying out of that. You can trade it, you can do short strategies, but I'm staying away from bear markets. So we're gonna be like on a 4-year cycle. We're gonna be in a bull market for 1 year. We're gonna be in a sideways market for about 2 years, and we're going to be in a bear market for a 4th year. I'm in the market just for 3 out of 4 years. I'm not trying to make money on the bear market, but I'm making money the other 3 years. So at the minute, because I'm using options, I can't tell you exactly how. It's more complex than just buying or selling options. But because I use, like, options are a big part of this volatility strategy. And so therefore, hedge funds aren't getting involved in this yet, because options for crypto are very highly illiquid, meaning there's not a lot of volume for $1 billion hedge fund. But if you're a guy like me with like $1,000, $10,000, whatever, $15,000 to trade, there's enough liquidity for that. You're still gonna be eating some pretty big spreads. They're not ideal, but that's exactly what makes them an opportunity right now. The fact that they're not great to get into, but if you know how to combine them with other things that I do combine them with, you can still make a pretty good profit. Like, I had 20% months constantly this year. So yeah, that's how this works. And the other nice thing about this strategy is that the downside is like limited and well known, and you're not gonna lose. The other thing with trading is the nightmare of a trader is to wake up one morning and your account's gone. It's just at zero because you had one trade that left on and you forgot to take it off, and now you're at zero. Or you didn't put a stop loss on. This happens a lot with futures trading. Traders get liquidated all the time. That's something I specifically sought to avoid with the strategy. So the way you lose money. No strategy always makes money. Like, this can lose money. The way you lose money with this strategy is very gradually. Like, say you have $600 on this trade. You're losing maybe $1 or $2 constantly every day. And then you're waiting for that one big move to make you $10, $15. And you're kind of hoping that that big move happens within a couple of days. And it usually does. That's why I've been able to make money. Now listen, if some anomalous behavior happens and for 2 weeks straight we don't get any movement in ETH, in crypto at all, which is highly unusual, but if that were to happen, you'd have lost like $30, $40 just waiting for that big move. And then you can decide, at any point you can decide, you know what, I've had enough, I'm out. But you have that control. Your losses come slowly and your wins come big time. So you're gonna have to eat like that daily $1 or $2 of loss, of pain, whilst waiting for that big move. But you have control over when you want it to stop. And that big move can really set you up. So that's how this works.